Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a bus stop, including a bus, step by step, block for block, in Minecraft for all of your city building needs. I am hidden somewhere in the intro of this video. If you spot me, leave a comment down below. The first person leaving a comment getting it right will have their comment pinned. This is the amount of space required to make the bus stop. This does not include the bus. I will show you a grid for that later. To find the starting position for the bus stop, simply begin at the back left hand corner of the grid, count to the right, find the third block. That is where we start. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin the build by placing 3 polished deep slate wool on top of each other. 1, 2, 3. Then place a dark prismarine stair on top of the wall. Then place an upside down stair against that stair with a dark prismarine slab on top. Extend 1 row forwards. Place an upside down stair underneath. Place a stair in front of that. And then polish deep slate wall extending down to the ground. Then place a waxed, oxidized, cut copper slab, one of the longest item names known to man, right of the stair, followed by a dark prismarine slab, another copper, and then a dark prismarine stair. We then want to copy what we placed over there here. So an upside down stair, slab on top, extend this way, upside down stair underneath, stair in front, and then we can extend polished deep slate wall down from this stair and this stair as well, just like so. Then we want to place cut copper slab here, dark prismarine slab here, cut copper slab here. We can then fill the top of this in using glass block, just like so. And then we are simply going to place matching slabs on top of the glass. So what I mean by matching is where we have the copper, we will place copper slabs on top here, and where we have the dark prismarine, we will place dark prismarine on top. Next, we are going to connect the top 2 rows of deep slate wall together on the right side of the shelter, and the top 2 rows of wall across the back of the shelter together as well. We will then place a flipped up spruce trapdoor here and here with a string in between, and then you should just be able to place a black carpet across each one of these, just like so. Next, I would recommend replacing all of the floor blocks with your floor block of choice. Mine is almost always smooth stone, so whatever your pavement / sidewalk material is, that's what I'd go with. And in this back left hand corner, I'm going to stack 2 black concrete on top of each other with a painting in front and a polished black stone slab on top. I'm also going to have a painting inside here, so it will go in this position. And I also want a 1x1 painting here, just like so. Next, we are going to make a banner, throw down a loom, open it up, place a white banner in there with blue dye and apply the base pattern. Put black dye in there with the snout banner pattern, apply it. Then take those both out. Put white dye in there with the school charge pattern. Grab that. Remove those. Then put blue dye back in there and apply the chief pattern. Then apply, and then grab black dye, put that in there, and apply the fast pattern. Remove the black dye, put blue dye back in, and apply the bourgeois pattern, and that is our banner. So now that we have our banner, we can place an iron bar right here, just diagonally outward from our wall, with our banner on top. And this is meant to look like a bus, and if you use your imagination, it kind of does. And lastly, I like to highlight where the bus would pull up against the bus stop, so I like to remove the blocks coinciding with the actual bus shelter itself, and I like bamboo slabs as just kind of an indication of where the bus would be pulling up to. And, well, that's it. Now, what would undoubtedly look good with our bus stop is a bus. This is the amount of space required to make the bus. To find the starting position, begin at the front left-hand corner of this grid, count to the right, find the second block, that is where we start. Begin the build by placing a black concrete on the ground. Place a smooth stone slab to the left of the black concrete, and 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a black concrete, smooth stone slab, black concrete, smooth stone slab. Then add 2 additional layers of smooth stone slab extending across. Then we want to repeat the same row as we placed on that side onto here. So literally just look forwards and copy what you did on that side over to here. And this is the foundation of the bus. Next, we will place 2 looms right in the middle of the front of the bus, just like so. Place a red terracotta either side of the looms, and on this side we will place a red terracotta extending back, then an oak door, and then we will place a layer of red terracotta extending all the way around the outside of the base of the bus. Then we will place 2 rows of tinted glass across the top of the front of the bus, with a layer of smooth quartz slab on top of the glass. Then we will place black concrete extending backwards on both sides from the glass. Above the door we will place a single tinted glass, but on this side we will place 2. Then we will add an additional row of black concrete behind the glass. This is on both sides. And then we will add 2 rows of tinted glass extending back from each row of black concrete. And then another layer of black concrete. Then add 2 more rows of tinted glass extending back with a row of black concrete on the end. Then we are going to place a layer of black concrete extending across the back here with a row of tinted glass on top. Next, we can simply extend our smooth quartz slab all the way back to form the roof of the bus. Just like so. Then we can place stone buttons on the sides of the wheels. And then moving to the front of the bus, we can place a polished black stone wall here and here with black carpet on top of the wall, ladders in front of the looms, item frames next to those with yellow stained glass pane in the item frames, acacia buttons on the sides of these same blocks, and then on the back of the build we will place acacia buttons here on the back 2 corners of the bus with mangrove buttons above. Then this is optional, but I do think it looks better. We are going to place mangrove signs along the side of the bus, like so. Just wherever we can place them. This isn't necessary, but again, I kind of like the design. Let's take a look. I think it adds a little something to it, but you may or may not. Well, next we are going to head inside of the bus, so let's hop in here. And we will place a polished deep slate stair in this position, and an oak trapdoor flipped up here. Then we will place a lever here, and then we will place stairs, leaving a gap every other block. And across the back we will have a double set of stairs, stone buttons here, and here, and we will place mangrove fence gates here and here. And, well, that's kind of it really. With those final details added, we have officially completed this tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now add our bus stop and bus into our city. You know, this doesn't happen too often, but I can actually think of a few different places that need a bus stop. I think one right here against the edge of Old Town would work really nicely. I think the one down here on the outskirts of the modern part of the city would work really nicely as well. And lastly, one here in the new suburban suburbs. And honestly, there should be even more of these dotted around the city, but let's not go crazy for now. You may be interested in becoming a channel member. You can click the join button that will be somewhere on the screen right now. This does cost money and is a monthly subscription, but you do get some perks. The first of which is a download link for my city design world. This has every single build that I have placed in my city, arranged in order, and labelled. This perk also comes with schematics for the mods Lightmatica and World Edit, so you can easily reference and copy and paste these builds into your worlds in any way that you'd like. However, if you're not interested in any of that building business, the highest tier allows you to download the most current version of Mini-City. There are also some minor perks, including loyalty badges displayed next to your name whenever you comment something down below on my videos. Depending on how long you have been a channel member, you gain a more prestigious helmet, with the highly coveted gold builder's hat being the most valuable. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.